Today we reflect on the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 20, verses 1 to 16. Jesus presents us with the parable of the workers in the vineyard. A landowner went out early in the morning to hire workers for his vineyard. Some began at dawn, others at midday, and some were hired just before sunset. But when evening came, the landowner paid them all the same wage. At first glance, this seems unfair. How can someone who worked all day receive the same as someone who worked only an hour? Human logic protests. We want justice measured by effort, time, and quantity. But Jesus is teaching us something deeper. God's justice is not like human justice. The kingdom of heaven is not ruled by calculation or comparison, but by the overflowing abundance of divine love. The wisdom of the Kabbalah sheds light on this mystery. It teaches that the divine light flows into each soul according to its capacity to receive. What matters is not the length of service, but the openness of the heart. Some souls awaken early and dedicate their whole lives to God. Others awaken late, perhaps at the very end of their journey. Yet in that single moment of surrender, the fullness of the light can flood their being. This is not injustice. It is generosity beyond measure. Each soul has its own tikkun, its own correction and path. Some require many trials to refine themselves. Others, with one act of true devotion, can reach the same connection. The landowner represents God. He gives according to his higher justice, a justice not of comparison, but of completion. Each worker was paid not in proportion to others, but in alignment with their purpose. The true mistake of the first workers was not that they worked more. It was that they compared. Instead of rejoicing in the generosity shown to others, they grew envious. And envy, in the language of Kabbalah, means disconnection from the light. Envy shifts your gaze outward when the fullness comes only by recognizing and receiving what God has already given you. Jesus invites us to let go of this limited mindset. In the kingdom, what matters is not how long you have been on the path, but whether you have entered with an open heart. It is not the amount of work, but the quality of the connection. The final message is powerful. God owes us nothing. Everything we have is grace, the gift of life, the chance to grow, the opportunity to serve, the light that fills us. All is love freely given. So instead of complaining about what you think you lack, give thanks for what you already hold. Stop comparing yourself to others and live aligned with the abundance of God. Then you will see that divine justice is not scarcity, but fullness. This parable reveals the mystery of the kingdom. In God there is no shortage, no loss. In his vineyard there is reward for all, and even the last to arrive receives the same as the first, because the light cannot be divided. It is always whole. This is the justice beyond human logic. This is the generosity of God.